Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Tuesday, April 18th, 2023. Good to be here. Hope you guys are all having a great start to your day. Today, we finish up what we started yesterday and continue that story and get it done and over with. Again, thank you all for joining me today. It's going to be a great one, guys. Can't wait to see you. Mama Bear is supposed to be joining us, so it should be a great show, folks. Let's get the show on the road. Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever it is. I hope it's good for you because it's good for me. Great to be here. Thank you all so much for joining me. Great to see you all. Hope you're all having a great day. Thank you for being here. Today, everybody, we are continuing and finishing up with what we left off with yesterday. It is so good to see you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all so very much. Let's see who we have here today. Oh, and there she is. Welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Okay. Good to see you. Mrs. M is here. Good to see you, Mrs. M. Thanks for joining us. Transporter brother, what's up? Good to have you here. Of course, Mama Bear is here with us on panel.
Okay.
You all good?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. I was like, what's going on?
Okay.
So fixed it.
And then I don't know where everybody else is, but they should be on their way. I was talking to a bunch of them this morning, and they all dipped on me and said, "Peace, I'm out, bye." Maybe it's because I was saying bad words in Discord. Who knows?
Well,
Stupid autocorrect. Since when does autocorrect say the C word?
it's never done it to me, so
I have never in my life seen that happen. I'm trying to type something. I was typing the word can't. Guess what happened?
Yeah. It's like, oh.
Yeah,
So
that
you
was
kind of
bad.
say she can't understand normal thinking, huh?
And it keeps calling Heather Head. I mean, what the hell?
Android.
Only me. What's up, Mikey? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us today. Come on in, guys. Grab your coffee, tea, whatever it may be. Come on in, sit down, have a conversation with me and Mama Bear, please.
Hello, Mrs. M.
Good to have you guys here. Good to see you guys. Hope you guys had a great night last night. I hope you're having a great start to your day today. There's Miss Heather. Hello.
There's Miss Head.
Thanks.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Transporter. Sorry, I just had to throw that in there.
I really did I was like, that's it. I'm done. I give up. I'm throwing this phone in the garbage and I'm walking away from everything. At least 4 times a day, it calls her head when I'm talking to her. At least. That other one was like, what? That was a big one.
I was like, I was driving and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, you guys need to stop. You're muted. You're muted.
Oh, sorry. I said I dropped my phone on the counter. I was looking, I was typing it, and I always go back because it does that all the time. And I'm looking, I was like, oh, no. That's not what I meant to say. But I wrote it like 3 times afterwards. And of course, Brandy Ooh, Dago's not a bad word. You think? Good Lord. My phone hates me.
Good evening, crazy cat lady.
What's up, guys? Crazy
Hey,
Cat Lady,
John.
welcome back. Good to see you. And Miss Kim, thanks for joining us. Out shopping. All right. That sounds like fun. I haven't gone shopping for, God, I don't know how long it's been. He has been calling me foul names. And she said, I'm saving that one. Uh-huh. I bet you are. You're gonna put them all together in a sentence. And Heather knows what she's doing with this stuff, so she'll make it all look like I just called her everything in a book. I called her head.
Heather would not do that intentionally.
Not intentional. Well, intentionally, yes, she would as a joke, but not to purposely.
Right.
Yeah, as soon as I typed it and I tried to fix it, first thing she said, "I'm keeping that one." That's okay. That was the big one. And then Molly should be here anytime. She got in her car immediately and took up after me. It's been an interesting morning to say the very least. Telling you guys, if you're not members yet, join up, guys. We have quite a bit of fun in Discord. I'll tell you that much.
Yes, we do.
It's always something fun. I'm surprised Molly was up so early this morning, by the way. Where are you, Molly? I know you were in here because you were in there. As soon as I get ready to go live, she's gone. Go use your litter box and come back in here. Come on. And same with Brandy. Where you at, Brandy? Come on in, guys. Get comfy. Like I said, guys, today we're finishing up what we left off with yesterday. Probably moving on a little bit. We're going to discuss some other stuff. How do I find y'all on Discord?
We'll send you a link.
Yeah, can we just invite him in? Can't we just invite him in? Because I try every time I post a link, it expires by the time I put it up. Yeah. It's stupid.
Heather's good at that. Heather, can you hook Mike up, please?
Miss Molly said okay.
And wait, what? What?
I gotta fix that one.
Where the hell would that come from?
My computer.
What did it say, Miss Molly? What?
Miss Molly said okay.
Oh. Creeping me out.
I sent her a thing on Discord letting her know that we were live.
Oh, okay.
Drops back to me.
I thought she'd seen it. What's up, Strike? Good to see you, bud.
Okay.
Come on, guys. Jump on in here. I'm about to get started. I talk too much. I need to start doing my bringing it. Start whatever I'm doing sooner than talking so much.
Hi, Molly.
There she is.
Hi, Strike.
Are you driving, Molly, or are you at home still? You didn't leave to come beat me up, did you? It really wasn't my fault. My phone did it. I think my phone's got a thing for me, like against me. It's plotting against me. Wasn't there a movie? There was a movie where this dude's cell phone fell in love with him.
What?
And it was stupid. It sabotaged it. It was a smartphone. He went and bought it, and it had like an Alexa type voice thing that would talk to him all the time, and it like sabotaged his relationships and stuff. It was kind of funny.
Hi, Cece.
It's rock cleaning day.
You know, I probably did watch that, but it was so dumb I didn't let it stick.
It was definitely dumb. Yeah, there's no two ways about that one. It was a stupid movie, but those are the ones that are like, it's like a train wreck. You try to change the channel, but then something you're like holding the remote in your hand, ready to change it, and you end up watching the whole movie by the time, I've done that multiple times.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's our intellect. You're probably smarter than me, so I get it.
Hello, Lance. How are you, hon?
What's up, buddy? Good to see you.
Well, Strike, it depends on what she's using the rocks for.
Yeah. Are you cleaning like fish rocks? Fish tank rocks? Sorry. Is that what you mean by rock cleaning, or do you just go out in your driveway and clean your rocks?
Good morning, Pink.
What's up, Pink? We're getting there. We're getting there. Come on in, everybody. Please. Miss Brandy, where are you?
See, that's what I thought. It's her collection rocks that she's collected in crystals.
Oh, your crystals. Crystals, okay. I was gonna say, I know your life is not that boring, Molly. You don't go sit in your driveway.
Molly, a boring life? What?
She's always busy. I will say one thing though. When you posted in the Discord about, I think it was Brandy that posted the hyper little girl with the cotton candy thing.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately pictured Molly standing there doing that.
I did too.
Just like you said, and I'm like, oh my God, that's hilarious.
And I don't know if it's because she just always used to send that other little girl that would go.
Uh-huh. Probably what it is, yeah.
But every time I see something like that, like some little kid that's like smiling because they're into trouble or something, I always think of Molly.
Yes, she does. She's our little, what do you call that? Mischievous one.
Yeah. But plays innocent.
Yeah, for sure.
Like who? Me? What?
I didn't do that.
Like
never. Actually, used to say, I would never do that. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Heather. See? There it is. Never.
Yeah.
Sneaky and crinky.
Kind of like me, but she's more mischievous than I am.
Yeah, a lot more. You're still sneaky.
I love you, Molly.
Just like yesterday when you sat in there forever, how long, and decided, okay. And then scared the living dog shit out of me and her. My heart literally skipped a beat when you did that. I was like, oh. Yeah.
I sent a thing in the private chat that said I'll be there in a second to give you a heads up.
I didn't see. I was talking like I always am talking. I always talk too much. Talk too much. Talk. Heater, it's on the mic.
Heater.
It's better than head.
Better than head.
That's closer than head. TMI, there you go. What, did I talk too much?
What's TMI?
I mean, you know it. You're in here all the time. Heater, it's on the mic, 3549. Did you get that, Heater? Head? Your head or heater? I think I'm going to try. That's a goal for me. I'm going to try to go one entire day by calling her by her name through the whole day. It ain't going to happen because my phone hates me, but it is what it is. Come on in. Oof. All right. Let's see here. All right.
I don't want to know, Mike.
Wet hand. Okay. I know. I get why. I know why. But it just sounds wrong.
Right.
For what he does for a living, it makes perfect sense, but it just doesn't come off right. That was too funny. The rock thing. The rock. God, Mike. It's been one of them days from beginning to now, guys, and it's only noon 30, so the rock cleaning thing is detailed. I have a squirt bottle with water, my special cleaner mix, rough brushes and soft brushes, and a little machine for compressed. Oh, damn. It is a thing, isn't it?
Lord have mercy.
I'm saying, good Lord.
I knew that, Mike, but still.
That's what I said. I knew right away what it was. As soon as he said it, I'm like, no, not today. Today's not the day. Like I said, it started off rough and we're still going.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you, Heater. Head. I'll add and invite Mike. You can delete that now if you want. Yeah. Okay. Hold on a minute. You want me to delete that, Mikey? I'll do it regardless, just so you cannot have to worry about it. There you go. Yeah, that is a whole thing, Molly. Will it like take you all day or? Why am I up so close? Oh no, that's even closer. That wasn't it. It's already done, bub. Okay, yeah. See here.
Couple hours just cleaning rocks and crystals.
Let's rate those. We're gonna get you going. Everybody else that comes in will have to catch up. Sorry, guys. That way, Mama Bear has her time to be here before she's got to leave. Make like a tree and leaf.
Yeah, it should come down here before too long, but we'll see.
That got weird quickly. From cleaning rocks to wet hands. Yeah, it sure did. Like I said, you should have seen what was going on in Discord before we got here.
Right?
Very, very interesting. All right, where are we at? That one. Back up to right about there. Blow it up. Bring it down to there. Bring that on. Why am I talking to myself? All right. Whoosh. Right where we left it off. Leaved it. Yeah, left off. Leaved it. Wow. Left off yesterday. Hopefully other peeps show up in here. So what do you want? What? All right.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
That hasn't been an issue for a minute.
Never fails. One moment.
Mm-hmm. So is everybody having a good Tuesday? Brian, Mike. Me too. I was out of both of my medicines from narcolepsy. So this morning, after I got the kids and husband out the door, I laid down on the couch and I slept until like 10 o'clock, 10:30. So, yay. But now I have both of my meds. So I'm doing much better now. Right? Knock on wood, Cece. I did get a notification in Facebook that someone from the school I went to passed away. He's a year older than me, but he graduated 2 years before me. So he was 48. So I don't know how or why or anything like that. So I've been trying to get a hold of different people to let them know. It's just too young. Way too young. I'm sorry, Lance. I hate watching Arby's commercials because I want their food, but I don't have the money. I don't care for Arby's. I used to like Arby's a long time ago, back in the day, probably before you were born, Strike. They used to have a really good ham and cheese, but they got rid of it, and so there's nothing else at Arby's I care to eat. Now, Hardee's, I miss. I absolutely love their ham and cheese. I don't know what it is, but it is so good. Heather, so that isn't working, Mike. It's got to be exact. Uppercase, lowercase, etc. Yeah, Pink, I knew of him, but I didn't really know him. But still, just the thought that, somebody I went to school with that's only a year older than me has already, passed away. And so just kind of a reality check, I guess. But it's sad.
Okay.
I wish I still had my grandmother.
Anyway. So.
All right, so I took it to a whole nother depressing level. So let's just switch it up.
Yo, baby, happy birthday. What's happening? Good to see ya. How are ya?
Oh, hi, yo, baby.
We appreciate that so very much. Hope you're having a great day today.
Hey, Derek.
Well, that's okay. Where are you at, cat lady?
Yeah. I just assumed where you were at, cat lady. It was evening.
By the way, it is Yo Baby's birthday today, folks. Just so you guys
know.
know.
Happy birthday, Yo Baby.
I remembered.
Well, I don't know Yo Baby as well as you.
All right, guys. So, like I said, picking up where we left off yesterday, I can't remember exactly what I was saying when we stopped, but I'll figure it out as we go along. I think we were actually past this little part. Oh, and then there's that dork. All right. Yeah, we got to back this up just a bit here to make sure. Okay. And again, guys, let me know how the audio sounds, okay?
You got
that. He says in here he feels bad about that, but you can see kind of do whatever you can to kind of bolster the case, right? In turn, there's a problem with officers who do this because it opens them up to manipulation and blackmail. They become puppets to organized crime. This became interesting to me because if you remember, Becky had a large drug bust. 2018 was it? And there was an Ansel in a Rothwell. A drug bust.
Did either one of you or anybody have a chance? I forgot about it. I didn't get a chance to look, but did anybody look up Mark Ansel or the Rothwell, James Rothwell, by chance?
I did not.
I didn't. Well, I don't expect you to. I didn't expect anybody to, but I figured some of you guys jump on things anyway. Molly, for instance, as soon as you see a name or whatever, she's usually head first into it, but I didn't know. If not, don't worry about it, please. No connection. Huh? Oh, the transporter must have no connection. Okay. All right. Thanks, transporter. I appreciate it. I just completely forgot about it because I got busy. Either way, no worries. Like I said, I don't expect anybody to. I just thought somebody may have. But thank you, transporter. I appreciate that. So yeah, we were here. The dash sandwich press. That's some good review. Okay. Thank you, Pink. All right, guys. Moving along.
That interesting. In the inquest on the guy that was found by Rothwell Inn, held in the same coroner's court, was determined by misadventure. And the original reports were that there was 2 guys with him on a bridge. You get the point. Could that be something that maybe she acted noble cause? Paul's aware of that in baiting her to say something because then he can flip on her for this. That puts Becky in a position of she's best just considering an accident or suicide, or else she's going to face humility. You get what I'm saying? And the fact that Rothwell's there, isn't that kind of interesting? Right? Could this be all designed by Paul? You know? And then, which I also found was interesting, it kind of helps me tie things together. In the United States, the murder clearance rate in 1980 was 71%. In 2020, it is down to 50%. But yet, the UK police, as this Neil guy says, have one of the best records in the world for solving murders, 90%. And then he goes on to say the remaining 10% is due to organized crime and corruption in
see the
officers
video
to some
anymore.
form,
It's just me and you.
making those 10% not possible to be solved. My question is this case one of those? It seems like it, given the behavior of the officer. Now, why and what's driving that motive
There
on
you
her
go.
behalf, I'm not sure yet, right? So I'm pondering that, right? I'm taking you through my brain process, okay? So then, watching that Sherlock video in the beginning, I was kind of interested. I was taking a break, winding down for the night. I was like, heck, I like Sherlock Holmes. I'll check it out. And I saw that they have it for free on Crackle for anybody that wants to watch it. You're going to want to after I show you this. Episode 1, Season 1, Episode 1 with the Cumberbatch guy, Sherlock, Study in Pink. This sounds crazy, guys. This is about to blow your mind. I hope you're ready for this. The episode Study in Pink is about serial suicides. The episode begins by showing you Sherlock, and he's not really intrigued by the first 3. Nothing's really. Then all of a sudden, the 4th one comes in, and he becomes really invigorated. Why? This one's different. The 4th person had left a note, so he was curious why this one did it, looking at all intricacies. The key point is the themes in this episode, okay? So to begin it off, the opening frame, well, not opening frame of the episode, but in the storyline comes up, and it says October 12th. That's Nicola's birthday. Then a couple minutes later, January 27th goes across the screen. That's the day she went missing. You want to know something even crazier? October 12th was an entry into someone committed suicide leaving a note. So that now I'm like, she probably did leave a note. January 27th, get this in the episode, it marks a press conference wherein police, I'm not lying, go watch it yourself. Police say they are sorry to say there's no evidence to conclude it's anything but a suicide. And then all of a sudden it pans to the crowd, and a bunch of people in the crowd are saying, wrong, that's not right. The officers walk back and basically admit to each other that they're lying to the public because they don't have enough to go on yet. I'm sitting here going, holy smokes. So what's the whole deal? Sherlock gets to the person, right? And what this guy does, it is a serial killer, okay? But what this guy does, they all do die by suicide by a pill. And here's the kicker on it. This guy has a bottle of 2 pills, and he gives one to the person and says, you pick one, and I'll take the other. We'll both take them together, and then that's fate. Apparently, one has nothing that will kill you, and the other one is immediately fatal. So he's psychologically messing with these people to get them to pick the right one, right? Sherlock isn't interested in the guy, and the guy says, what's most important to you? The cause of death, or actually understanding why it appears that way?
It's your baby's birthday.
Think about it. If someone dies by taking a pill without any other context, there's no way to pathologically determine that there was any foul play because you don't know the rest of the story. Cause of death is they die by this pill. Oh, they took it. I mean, you can't really stretch and say someone shoved it down their mouth, right? But this serial killer blows Sherlock's mind and kind of proves to him, technically it's suicide, but it's not because they chose it, right? So then I'm sitting here, whatever. Just mind blown by the whole thing. I watched the episode like 5 times. And yes, this is a show, okay? And this is not reality. But October 12th, January 27th, serial suicides, it's meant to look like a suicide, but the real trick is by the person behind the scenes the whole time is that it actually wasn't. But he knows that through pathology, they really can't determine any further. That's what drowning is. By the exclusion of all, that's exactly what it is. You see the similarity here? The dates? What are the chances of that, right? Okay, Mind Juice, what are you saying? I don't know. I mean, it's absolutely mind-blowing, right? So I'm thinking about it, keeping everything in the forefront of my mind. Listen to how Paul, in the interview on Channel 5, expresses his emotions in response to how he's doing with things as of late, what he uses to describe his experience.
It's hard to imagine what you're going through. Can you even put it into words for us, the sort of emotions that you're feeling at the moment?
Anger, utter frustration,
confusion, disbelief, surrealism. Nothing feels real. I was going to ask you that. What feels like you're living someone else's life, or how does it feel? It just doesn't feel real. Yeah, it's in the Truman Show. Well, I feel like I'm in the Truman Show.
Paul says, "Have you ever seen the Truman Show? I feel like I'm living in the Truman Show." Remember, shortly after Nicola went missing, he changed his Facebook account to Sam Beckett, some character from Quantum Leap. Okay, mind you, what are you saying? Hear me out. I feel I've already pegged Emma with the ring. She's in the CCTV photo, impersonating Nicola. That's incriminating enough. Marsh Farm Hall, connected to how and where Nicola was found. Now I'm beginning to start to get Paul too. Sam Beckett from Quantum Leap and him even offering up, have you seen Truman?
This just kind of hit something for me. I wasn't thinking about that, but you guys remember that Paul is an actor, right? Actually, Paul and Emma both were actresses.
Yep.
Am I wrong? Right. Okay. Just a little piece of info to remember while we're listening to this, because for whatever reason that struck a nerve on me. I don't know why. What's up, Nikki? Good to see you. I'm glad you got that to work. So yeah, that struck a little nerve with all this TV show stuff, and he is an actor, guys. So
Yep.
Affiliation with TV shows, movies, correlating them to and with his life. I get it. We all do it with music, with movies, with TV shows to help relate and help people connect and understand. But to me, in this case, given the irony of the silver lining of the Sherlock episode and what it means, this could show the beginning of premeditation. Not completely, but just listen. Becky releases that video, recruitment video, 2020. My question is, how was Paul and Nikki's lives then? It doesn't necessarily have to be that Paul witnessed that video then, but my idea is that he got that Sherlock innuendo somehow as like a form of mockery or back at you type of thing. He does. I mean, my perspective, nobody's ever going to figure this out. It's his joke, his inside thing.
exactly.
Until I came along. But at that point, you know,
look at that look. Look at that look.
Is it a mockery, a jab, a smirk at Becky? Same with Rothwell, finding another body. Anso, Rothwell, and Becky Smith are all ties here. Drugs, organized crime, now this case, digital investigation like crazy, surveillance. With that said, I don't think Becky would be or is deliberately covering up for him if he were to have taken her life, or further that she is in on some psychological operation. There's a real death here, and I think it moves beyond the nuances of running some scheme. She's coming across more like she's overselling it because it has to be an accident or a suicide, right? The silver lining in the Study in Pink Sherlock Holmes episode is the idea that there was perceived to be these suicides, were in fact decisions made by those taking the pill under duress with no choice. But the autopsy does not show that part. Only Sherlock figured that out. The idea, drowning is well known difficult to determine, especially with elapsed time after death. In between when she was found, the longer she was in the water. She wasn't in the river at first, on purpose, to let that time, that decomposition processes, to whisk away any evidence that there was. Right? By the time she is found, any bruising, anything like that, the fact that she might have been held under, would be long gone. Undetermined misadventure, like Michael Brooks. The problem is, Paul didn't engineer the weir, the high and low tide, the distance this case would catch, the power Nicola's soul would have on the rest of the world, seeking the truth. We know that Nicola was in a good mood. She was setting up a play date, or so she says. I'm only taking the father's account, right? But you have Paul hinting on early on in the fact, oh yeah, she was getting up early. He's already setting the stage. His January 10th incident was likely staged as well. Then you have the Lancashire police and Becky Smith drop on the 15th presser. Remember, on the 15th presser, that was after the weir was denounced, after I came out with that, really driving in on Emma, beginning to figure things out. She comes out in this interview makes an appearance and drops the vulnerabilities. They claim it was an accident, but if you watch through it authentically, it wasn't. She said it twice, and it wasn't a slip, right? I think she did this on purpose because they're selling it. I mean, that's the only way. They want you to really get the raw details, like, oh, how would they release that? Gosh, that's terrible. You know, oh, that's terrible. They were overselling it without saying it. The vulnerabilities, wanting everyone to finally take it and move on. That's what Becky wants. Why did she lie about all of the fortunes and all the witnesses? Who are they? Why did she lie about the CCTV in Rome Waters not working? Again, I said, overselling the decoys, the normalcy of Nicola's behavior, yet casting spells on all of the uncontrollable variables. Absolutely resistant to the things that logically would be of interest in a normal investigation. Everyone below Becky is a puppet. No offense, Peter, but when he says, oh yeah, something about vulnerabilities, it's clear he had no idea she was even going to say that. Right? Snowden. The police work was great. The narrative got out of control. I'm not even going to go into him. The constable. The night of the vulnerability slipping, he's taking a smiling picture with Snowden as if they didn't just make a huge mistake, because they did. Now, here's the real thing. What would it take for Becky to do that intentionally, knowing that she would face backlash for revealing personal information? Why? What did she say that, oh, I have to sacrifice that? What was the alternative? There was no appropriate investigation throughout that we know of. Hence, the coroner will be left just like those in Study in Pink, because they understand the intentional manipulation behind the death, set up to look like the accident and self-fate, will be undetermined. They even kept her away for some time, then placing her in. Not very smart on where and how they did it. In my opinion, it was to smack the police right in the face. Paul supports Spaulding and the police department both. I've showed this before. But yet, the police department, as I talked about in this episode, and Peter Spaulding have absolutely convicting philosophies. You have the police out searching Morecambe Bay, and you have Spaulding saying there's a higher likelihood that she could vanish into thin air. Paul likes them both. I think the police have done great. You know, Spaulding, he rode the coattail on the red carpet of Spaulding to say, yeah, we don't think she's in the river, to get the police to shift focus away from the river. And as soon as they did, Nicola was placed in there. All of us are going to be like, well, Becky's like, oh, it was a slap back at him. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? And then you have Jason Rothwell walking on a Sunday stroll, happens to find the body, who happens to also be linked to Ansel and Becky Smith back to the drug charge. That's where this triangle of those three people is weird, right? Something Paul has over Becky will come out, hopefully. She and the Lancashire police cannot afford this blackmail, so they have no choice. They're running as an accident, suicide, can't really be determined, closed case. That's why they haven't covered anything, right? Paul's friend drops some manipulated CCTV footage. Nothing. In my opinion, that could have been done by Becky. Why? To get people to dig into things and start talking about crap that doesn't matter and let people run. But I know I've been onto crap because I've gotten actions. CCTV comes out by Grizzly, which is still fishy. Nothing. Nicola's funeral, nothing. Police remove the 3 photos of Emma off their website. Don't say anything. Changing official road from Blackpool to Garstang. Marsh Farm Hall blurred out. Nothing. It's all digital sleuthery like crazy. Leading you from, so that's why you know you're hitting on it, right? It's almost like Becky's hostage to the situation, right? What is the alternative? That's what makes me think that Paul's got something on her that will uproot, like maybe she was involved in noble corruption, and if she turns and comes on Paul, he's going to uproot all these dealings and that'll destroy her career. That'd be a tough spot to be in if you think about it. Yeah, you need to do the right thing, but, and I just think the whole Sherlock thing is his masterful genius plan over time that he concocted to somehow get back at the police and her, knowing that you could never get away with that in the US, by the way. The FBI would have that stuff cracked right off the bat. But over there, you have the misogyny problems. I mean, I keep thinking of the woman who just suggested that women take a bus home. I mean, that's exactly the same philosophy. Look the other way. How do you get away with murder? Drowning. Make sure you don't leave them in there too early, but you can get away with it. And Paul's almost, I feel like I'm living in the Truman Show. And then he's in an episode of Sherlock. And then after Nicola goes missing, he's Sam Beckett. Like, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. Now, some people are going to think I'm all conspiratorial, blah, blah. Well, then you haven't watched all my stuff, all right? Nicola deserves better. I personally embrace a philosophical, psychological outlook on life. That is a devotion towards the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, etc., entwined with recognition as to how humans and individuals are often driven by self-interest, at least some of the time. Together, if used subjectively, knowledge and reality in these processes will shred any manipulation or bias, etc., made by top police executives or media, whatever you want to call it. Simply put, I'm not a sheep. I always use my mind independently, separate and apart from any and all influence, screening each and everything impressed over and over. Everyone should, especially in today's world. The thing is, the truth doesn't require too much correction and explanation, guiding to be understood. The truth shouldn't and doesn't have to be sold. Now, things presented to be the truth that are not, such as intentional narrative spinning, requires constant and persistent cognitive control, execution to maintain its validity. It doesn't take much to distinguish between the two if you know what you're looking for. There's an awful lot of selling in this case. If you don't believe the narrative, it is met with condescending, mockery, entitlement, power, strong-arming, silence. Is it catching on? The media is a snake. Always, any source, always taking it with a grain of salt myself. In this case, there are a few media sources that are clearly on the inside. One of them literally set up Faulding on TV with the style of their questioning and baiting him right into it. Now, Emma does have strong ties to the BBC. Interesting, Dr. Shepard, like I said earlier, breach of his oath and profession, and Atley came out and basically shot that down too. My question is who was he put up to? Who put him up to come out and say something? Someone did. He didn't wake up all willy-nilly and come out and say it. Someone put him up to it. Think about it. The media flip switched. Here comes Dr. Shepard. Oh, we're looking for a missing artifact. That's intentional and by design by somebody. Right? Is it Paul, Emma? Could be. Constant misdirection, just like I told you, everything else. Right? Paul, Becky wanting to get lost in the rabbit holes. April 4th, they want you to speculate in all the wrong ways. Anything aside from the truth is good for those involved. I would like to say that I trust Dr. Adley. However, considering if it is drowning, given how long it was after she died that they found her, considering intentional deception on cause of death, which I think Paul did, lack of investigation appropriately being done, just like the other guy said, Neil, studying corrupt policing, the 10% of murders that aren't solved are due to corrupt policing.
Welcome, Pamela.
Investigations. That's exactly what's going on here. The investigation isn't allowed to be effective. There's every reason to want to look at those fishermen. Becky wasn't suspicious. The red van, probably one of the only vehicles there, it wasn't suspicious to her, but yet it was normal. It was normal. Willow always wore the harness. You can't sell stuff like that. That's not a normal investigator, right? I still can't possibly. Oh, man. All in all, Dr. Adley won't be able to rule anything but misadventure, truly. The one thing with him that has always stuck with me was after the inquest hearing, he made the comment, the family did not attend for reasons I can quite understand. I still, to this point, cannot possibly think of a rational reason why he would say this. Aside from diffusing the Paul blame that would come instantly if he did not, my question is, why is the HMO coroner commenting on victim-family relations from his offering? Not asked. To me, it is much like Becky to diffuse the onslaught against Paul. Why is this happening? Him suggesting this to the media to diffuse people from looking further into it, he's kind of just saying, just in case you're wondering, don't worry about it because this is the case. That's outside the scope of his practice as well. It's not obvious on its face, but if you think about it, he said that to diffuse people questioning why the family wasn't there. Maybe I'm just a family guy, but I can't think of a single reason why at least Paul wouldn't be there. It's his partner and mom of his 2 daughters. Nothing. What does Paul Ansel have on you that you cannot overcome, Becky? I'm bringing justice for Nicola. It's been great, everyone. Until next time, Mind Juice out.
And that is the end of that one. Wasn't much left, but sorry, guys. That made a lot of sense in a lot of different ways, in my opinion. But as I was saying yesterday, thank you, Heather. Again, it just makes you think. Do you know what I mean? Now, to add to that, I have, where did it go? One second. Brain is going nuts now, huh, Molly? I got you. Believe me, mine is too. One moment, folks. I got it. I'm pulling it up.
Hello, Pam.
Mom, here is your reminder. Kids take showers.
Sorry if y'all heard that.
So, there was an interview done back in February. Okay. And there was a video, and it was taken down. Trying to find it because I saved it. Well, I saved the newspaper, the news article, I should say. If I can just find it, because I have stacks of them that I have to go through to get to it. I wish things were more organized. But anyway, it's about a reporter. I can't say her last name. Her first name is Isla, or Isla, however it's pronounced. And she, in turn, had done an interview with two dog walkers at the park back in February. Okay. What did it say? By Scallions. Yeah, that's exactly what it said. Do we have a membership link? I can't find one. Yeah, it should be right. Where is that again, Mama Bear? Is it on the community page?
The membership?
Yeah. Or is it right? Or go ahead.
Goodness, it's been so long since I've looked at that. Hold on.
Me too. That's why I don't.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Let's see here. Where is this? Meanwhile, one moment, folks. I'm sorry.
It should be down at the bottom underneath the chat. There should be where it says, you'll see join. right next to the subscribe, you'll see Dago's avatar or icon or whatever you want to call that thing. And then right next to it, it should say join. And then like subscribe. Did that help at all, yo baby?
Thank you, Mom Bear. All right, one thing I did want to show you guys, since I'm still
No, on iPhone. It should still be the same. Let me look on my iPhone, yo baby. Hold on 1 second.
One thing I wanted to show you guys that we talked a little bit about yesterday, but I still want to show you because we didn't actually pull it up and look at it. This is the area that her body was recovered in. Okay. Now,
Sorry.
What? It's okay. When you say shh, does it stop when you say shh?
Just talking to the phone.
I know. So these are the reeds or weeds, whatever you want to call this mess here, that she was found in. Here's the thing. Heather said she posted it up there. If up where I could pull it up for it. Oh, it's right here. There it is. Underneath all this stuff about movie nights, yo baby, it's right here at the bottom. Right, this part here. Anywho, so as I was saying before, oh, hold on. There you go. If she was floating downriver here, so per se, like they said, welcome, yo baby. You are now a meatball. Welcome to the sauce with the rest of us. And now that you are a member, you can join up in the sauce, in the Discord. And you will be there with us.
Yay, yo baby, welcome.
So again, if she was coming down river here, yes, river moving or not moving, so on and so forth, there is a slight possibility that she could have ended up in here. Okay. But she was up in here. You cannot go from here to up in here without being either lifted up and thrown in there or down this way and just kind of either carried down and dropped down in there or rolled down, and she rolled down into the thing there. So that's something else I did want you guys to see, just in case some of you guys did not know how that happened. Okay. That had changed my mind about a lot of things too when I saw that go down. And again, I cannot find this other article now. Damn it, I had it up here this morning. 1 second. You're looking down into tree branches. How the hell did she get into that? Right. And the river doesn't go that high, transporter. We already know that. We've already checked that. It just doesn't happen. So all right, where is it? Damn it. I just had this up here. Maybe I have to back up.
Hello, April and Wisdom. Sorry I didn't see you guys.
Welcome, April. Welcome, Sherry. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Dustin.
Oh,
Troublemaker.
troublemaker in the house.
Yep.
What's up, Dustin? Jokey Smurf. Is there another what's up, Larry? Good to see you. Is there another like a newspaper in the UK, Pam, or Transporter, or anybody for that matter? Essex Boys Outlaw, welcome. Good to see you. Says, thanks for joining us today. You need to review what Jason Rothwell said about the body floating in the middle of the river before resting in the weeds. Can look into that for sure. Welcome very much so, sir. Good to have you here. Or, well, yeah, it says boys, I'm hoping. But is there another newspaper in the UK that's put out regularly besides The Sun?
I think there's Link Live.
No, that's not it. There's another one. Link's
Independent, maybe?
Nope. There's another one, and I'm trying to think. There's a reporter that works for this. Her first name is Isla or whatever, and her last name starts with an R, and I cannot say it nor spell it because I can't remember what it looked like. I had this pulled up this morning, was reading through all of this and everything. Same place I'm sitting right now. Daily Mail. Nope.
Daily Express.
That's not that one, Pam. What the hell is her name? Just bear with me, guys, please. One moment. I will get it, I promise. It's kind of important. It was an actual interview. Hold on. Okay.
Is it by any chance Reuters or Prezi? Let's see. Or is this on Rebecca? The Telegraph? Is he not there anymore? Is he ignoring me? I bet it's the Telegraph. What meatball brain for?
Okay, so here's the deal. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do it this way.
All right, the Telegraph, the Guardian.
Yeah, it's none of those. It's
ITN.
all right.
or something like that.
IT News 5. I think that's who this reporter works for. This interview's been removed, is what it was. I had to go back where I had seen it from before. And there was actually an ad put, it's still in a newspaper. I can't remember which one it is, the interview with her. But she did an interview way back when. Okay. I think it's through ITV News 5, Pam, where this reporter had filmed a interview with 2 dog walkers way back when, okay? And they were witnesses to, supposedly, this is what I'm questioning right now. Supposedly they they witnessed Nicola on the towpath. Okay. Was in about a dog and a dog lead. Okay. Just checked. She was on a morning show, but it was taken down. Right. Well, this is who I'm talking about real quick. I'll show you who she is. That's her. Okay. Supposedly Nikki talked to 2 dog walkers about a dog and lead. Okay. And it was taken down, but it's still in a newspaper. And I found it this morning in the newspaper about her. She went on another show, this reporter did, and was talking to them about this. I can't think of what the other show was called to even find that either. And I had this news article pulled up, and I swear to God, I can't think of her last name, or I'd be able to pull it up. It's Isla something. It's a very long last name, starts with an R. And it like really kind of blew my mind. Why'd you go lay down? Why did you take this down, first of all? Okay. And why have we not? Right. Okay, transporter. Why have we not heard about this since then? This was in the very beginning of the investigation. Well, really wasn't an investigation, but you know what I mean. And it just disappeared. And why? Why would you take something like that down? AD. Yeah. Well, that's what I have pulled up right here, guys. If you look down here, that's what this is from. Okay, so this is from Essex. Yes. Okay, then hold on a minute. Okay, this is the one here, I think. Okay, hold on, everybody. Thank you, Essex. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's her name, Triquart. There we go. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Isla Tricars. And da. Thank you guys so very much. I appreciate you guys for that. I was going insane trying to figure out how to spell or pronounce her last name.
Was it the mirror, Dago?
Ah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bingo. God, I'm so brain dead sometimes. Yep, the mirror. Who guessed that one?
I don't think anybody guessed that one. Everybody missed that one.
Yep, it was the mirror. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here it is. Okay, now. This, for whatever reason, this takes forever to load. No, there it goes. She went up today. Okay, good.
Paul's brother was involved in a drug case in the same area with same police force. I don't believe any of his statement that was incidentally changed to. Makes this case even more strange. Huh.
What's going on? Rothwell's brother was involved in a drug case in the same area with the same police force. I don't believe any of his statement that was incidentally changed to. Makes this really
Right. Interesting.
That's weird. Thank you, Essex. Good
Well,
information.
Pam, that was last week. You know how much we have slept since last week? I mean, my goodness. We're too good to remember yesterday, let alone last week.
Well, this is all I have in my mind right now, though. That's the problem. Because of this stuff, because there's something here. Okay. All right. You guys remember, most of you guys, stick with me here. You remember way back when we were doing, I'm sure you'll never forget it, especially with me, Kylie Rodney. Okay. Yep. You remember how there were little things that kept like attaching to my little brain and driving me insane? I'm having that with this again. And there's something here that we're missing. Okay. That it's big too. It's something that when we find it or when it happens, it's going to blow this whole thing up. And I cannot put my finger on it. I can't. Oh my God.
And I'm sure it's right there in front of our face too.
It is. That's what I feel. And it's driving me insane. I keep digging and digging and digging. I'm doing like, you don't understand. After I got off of this yesterday, it was late. Okay. And I had to go do a couple things. And then I had to do last night's stream last night. Right. Mm-hmm. As soon as I was done with it, I went directly back to this digging and digging and digging and digging until like 1:30 this morning, which is why I look like hell today. I got up at 5. I was digging on this morning as I was talking to you guys. And here I am. It's driving me absolutely insane, and I cannot find it.
Oh, sorry, Pam. We didn't see it.
Like a big pizza pie. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Pam. I'm sorry. Okay. Unique horror in this case.
Essex, are you saying Rothwell's brother is supposedly a psychic medium?
Wait, what?
He said, I believe he was planted to find the body. And then it says he is a psychic medium, apparently. Rothwell's brother.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, Lance. Have a great day, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, Lance. Have a good day, hon.
This is doing my head in and more than being local. Yeah, it's got to be worse on you. Because I'm telling you, there is something. I mean, okay. Do you guys know when, like you're trying to fix something or you're trying to figure something out in like a math problem or something and you just can't get to it. And then you finally realize what you're doing wrong or what it is. And you're like, oh, and your mind blows and it's there. It's like, it was always there in front of you the whole time. That's what I feel about with this. Like we're looking at something and we're not seeing it. Okay. I don't know what the hell it is. And I can't put my finger on it. And reading this article in the mirror is what kind of like set me in motion with this because it was like, what? Okay. And I'm bypassing something and I can't find my way back to it. I know that doesn't make any damn sense, but neither does my brain right now. So okay, and this was another problem for me, okay? This is something I wanted to show you guys yesterday, and I forgot about it. We ran out of time anyway. All right, this here. I can't blow it up anymore, damn it. I was talking about this yesterday, too. Or maybe it wasn't yesterday, maybe. All All right, so this is kind of like the timeline, right? 8:43, seen walking along path by river. 8:46, thought to have reached the gate and bench. This is thought to have. 8:50, seen with Willow, her dog, in the lower field. I still don't think that was her. 8:53, sends an email to her boss. Now, that right there was kind of like, okay. 9:01, logs into a Teams call. 9:10, seen on the upper field walking her dog. Now, this is where the window got weird for me, okay? 9:35, mobile phone and Willow found at the bench. Teams call and Bulley stays logged on. And most of us agree that the whole phone thing with the bench and all that was a stage. It was staged. We most of us do, not all of us, but now this was from Oscar, come on, dude. This was from back a while back that what this was put out, but on Tuesday, the police issued an appeal for a man seen in the area to come forward and speak to police as a potential witness. He was located shortly after. At this time, Superintendent Riley said, I must stress at this time that this remains a missing person inquiry. At this time, there is nothing to suggest. And who was that man, by the way? Was there a name ever put out?
I don't think so.
I don't remember ever seeing or hearing it. They said that he was located in this, okay? But they never said anything else about it.
Yeah, I don't remember anything.
Was that who Ron was, or was there a different guy? Because I'm thinking this is a different person altogether.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay. Now where did it go? Now this, and it was on Armchair Detective last night, I believe. They were right. Okay. He put something into this Isla, what's her name again? Tricorn or something like that. She had done that interview that was taken off the air, taken down, whatever, and she spoke to two witnesses that said that there was an altercation between Nikki and two other dog walkers about a dog and a dog lead. That was never talked about, and that was taken down off the air, and I want to know why. Who are those two people? That was what the big to do was for me. And hold on, I'm bouncing. My ADHD is going insane right now, guys. I'm sorry. I am all over the place, but there's something I'm trying to show you guys, and I cannot find it. This is the wrong article anyway. So hold on a minute. Get out of there. Willow found at 9:33. School and partner called at 10:50 a.m. A whole hour in. Plus, right, and that was what was talked. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. That I think it was Mind Juice. He said that there was enough time for Emma, because Emma had to be at the school when that call came in. Okay. Based on the way things were supposed to go down, if this was the way it set up to be what we're looking at it as, okay? Willow found at 9:33. School and partner called at 10:50. A whole hour in between is just one of them. That's what I'm talking about right now, Essex. Okay, so what happened in that hour? Okay, that's what I think Mind Juice was saying, is in that hour, quote unquote, we'll just say if she was involved, okay? That's why he was saying that she had to be back, because she works at the school, and she knew she was at the school when the call came in about Nikki being missing, right? So he was the way he was inferring was that she was, and her and Paul may have been involved in this together, and that gave her plenty of time in that hour to go do whatever they had to do with Nikki, and then get back to the school and act like she was there the whole time or whatever. to make this call, but I don't think she was there. I think that it was mentioned somewhere back in the beginning that she was not there the whole time. And I cannot remember who the hell said that. I told you guys I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. I had heard that, but when or by whom I can't. Right. That's exactly what I was talking about, Polly. Oh my God. You guys, I'm going nuts. Okay, Molly, hold on. Let me check the email real quick. And thank you, S. I'm glad you're here today, Essex. Thank you for joining us. You're helping out a lot. Are you still here, Mama Bear? I guess not.
Yes.
No.
I'm just brushing my daughter's hair.
I thought you were getting to say you were brushing your teeth.
No. I already did that this morning.
That's good. That's always good. Here we go. All right. Witness saw two suspicious men before Nicola Bulley's disappearance. Okay, do you guys with what we saw looked like a well, this is in the distance behind the woman in the red jacket? Do you remember that picture, Mama Bear? We went round and round with Red because he kept saying he didn't see it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I remember.
There was people in that picture, and we never figured out who that was, why they were there, what the hell they were doing, because they were standing in a weird position. And that's around that time area, time span. They almost was like they didn't want to be in the picture. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. It was like they were trying to blend in with the background.
Exactly, and that's what this kind of reminds me of here. Red jacket, white dog. That's right, Pam. Having looked at all the info, I strongly believe that Nicola was never in the field. I agree with you on that one, especially if you take into account the dog behaviors, and I agree with that too. Again, thank you for being here, Essex. Why is there no volume on this? Or is there not supposed to be? Hold on. Let's try that again.
Hi, Red.
Our service reps will provide the
that
essential products and support to help keep your employees performing.
Oh my God, what is going on here? The biker pixies. Yes, Red. Yes, that was what it was. The biker pixies. Glad you're here too, Red. Come on, would you stop screwing around and load? Now let's try this one more time. This does not want to load today. Police told men we're hanging around local church and bridge over river wire. Sorry. I'm starting to get really irritated. Come on. I'm going to start it all over again. Is this it right here? I don't think this is. This will help. Hold on. try this again.
Workwear and apparel for almost any job imaginable. From the skilled trades
Don't
to
worry about the
hospitality,
commercial.
with styles that are comfortable, durable, functional, and look great. And all the garments are laundered and delivered back to your facility every week. Your dedicated Cintas service rep is here to support you every step of the way, so you can be a step ahead.
No, I don't think so. Molly, I don't think it was Ron that they were talking about.
I would like to reassure the community that nothing in this investigation so far, it has been checked out. If it's come into it suggesting crime, it has been checked out and discounted. So every single potential third-party line of inquiry, any potential suspicious or criminal element has been looked at and discounted. But it does remain our belief that Nicola sadly fell into the river and that this is a missing person inquiry.
This is not what I was talking about.
And normally she would be found by now if she was there. And that's still my view. You know, it's a difficult one. It's a very difficult one.
Okay, we know, Peter. Hey, where is this piece at? I guess it's not showing it. Then okay.
I just on this customer's new solar panel system. If you're a homeowner, you understand the difference between owning.
That's what I had heard, Polly. There was another person, two other people actually. It feels that police knew something all along after continually pushing the river theory and not following up the two fishermen. That's a point too. For like 9 days after reported with 40 detectives on the case. It's odd. It's very odd. I agree with you 100%. I'm still trying to find this stupid article with the mirror. Just give me one moment. I think I might have. Aha. Okay. Now, this reporter said this live on a TV show and in this article. And this is what the armchair guy had last night. Okay. Here we go. And this is a problem that I just like. He was like, what? Wait a minute. Whoa. She made reference to, it's right there. Oh, wait, move that. The last, why is that there? I don't want that there.
River. I've also never seen such a defensive press conference as I did. I've never come across a police force to be so closed-minded, even though they're saying they're still open, but they keep pushing this, she's in the river, she's in the river. I've also never seen such a defensive press conference as I did. I've been to the location. I was up there twice last week. I've spoken to her friend, and I spoke to one of probably the last person to see her alive, one of the other dogs.
Right there. How, and he made a point when he said this too. How the hell does she know probably the last person to see her alive? This was before she was found that she had this interview, guys. Okay. So here's the point. And I know it's probably maybe I'm reaching on this or something like that, but this was done before they had found Nikki's body. And the way this woman is saying this, she says the last person to have probably seen her alive. How does she know that? You see what I'm saying? But then she talks. It says, last person to see Nicola Bulley on dog walk shares impression of her amid alcohol issues. Well, the alcohol thing I think is bullshit. I've already told you that, so that doesn't matter. This was back in February that this happened, February 16th. And they found her body what day? February 19th, right? So this all went down before they found her. So that's just off to me. I'm just saying. And you have to excuse me for one moment because I drank I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Welcome, Debbie Langton. Good to have you here. Okay, so let me play this now. Hopefully, can you guys see this?
Walkers. And I asked him, I said, how was she? They had little exchanges. He was coming along walkers. And I asked him, I said, how was she? They had so closed-minded, even though they're saying they're still open, but they keep pushing this, she's in the river, she's in the river. I've also never seen such a defensive press conference as I did. I've been to the location. I was up there twice last week. I've spoken to her friend, and I spoke to probably the last person to see her alive, one of the other dog walkers. And I asked him, I said, how was she? They had little exchanges. He was coming along the path about the dog and on the lead, etc. And he said she was fine. I didn't specifically say, do you think she was under the influence of alcohol?
Okay. So that was never talked about, and that was taken down, as I had said. Good to see you, Debbie. Thanks for joining us. And again, that poses a bit of a problem to me. It doesn't make sense why they would take that down. What's the big deal? Okay. And it's never been talked about again. Not one bit. Anybody. Not anybody. Has anybody talked about it? I mean, does anybody have a good reason as to why they would not ever bring that up again? Because that being said, they had a little exchange as he was coming along the path about the dog and the lead, etc. And he said she was fine, but who is he? That's what I'm saying. Like, who is this person? They've never talked about this person. They retracted that. Everything about it is gone, other than this, of course. Okay. She added, I didn't specifically say, do you think she was under the influence of alcohol? I think with this, it's what's relevant, important, and helpful. I believe the information they released now is purely to cover their backs. They're feeling attacked. Is this helpful? The force also said officers were called to a concern for welfare report at her home last month, which we know about that, January 10th. They had decided to disclose these details as it was important to clarify what we meant when we talked about vulnerabilities to avoid any further speculation or misinterpretation. How is that going to... No, that's bullshit. I'm sorry. Excuse my language, but that's what that is. Earlier in the program, former Scotland Yard Detective Peter Blexley condemned the Lancashire Police's communication as pretty appalling through the case as he spoke with Dermot and Josie. He said they completely done a U-turn of letting the world know Nicola had difficult alcohol problems connecting to her issues with the menopause. Now, that is proof. I think that when they realized that they had no control of this case, okay? I'm not sure, Red. That's when the whole vulnerability came out, because they had to send you guys, or all of us, in a different direction with this, looking at this in a different aspect, okay? Instead of looking at them, because they were already being blamed at that point. So, again, someone authorities are deleting the history to fit narrative. Coroner is now doing the same for his big day in June at the inquest. Exactly. Why? I want to know what the hell is there that we're missing. It's a complete about face and symptomatic of a very, very poor media and communication strategy. If they were going to do it, they should have laid everything bare from the off. Yeah. And here's the thing, guys, nothing against the UK, because I love you guys, but every case we've looked at in the UK, are you still here, Mama Bear? Or maybe not.
For 1 second.
Okay, every case we've looked at in the UK, have we or have we not had almost near impossibility getting any kind of details on any kind of a case in the UK?
Yeah, definitely. It's like pulling teeth.
Okay, so that being said, why would they put that out if nothing else? They put that out.
Right. definitely interesting.
I don't believe she was, Debbie. I definitely do not believe she was there. And here's why. And you weren't in here for this, and I'll re-explain this real quick. I touched on this Saturday. I spoke with Pamela the early morning hours of the 18th, 1 a.m. your guys' time. It was 9:45 my time, okay? And I was told that there was a huge police presence at Inskip, okay? There were choppers, there was local authorities all in that area. The very next day is when they found her in that mess of weeds, which very well could have been overlooked maybe for a few hours, 12 hours, so on and so forth, because it's, all that weed and everything. So I think that that's when she was put there, is when whatever went on at Inskip that there in the early morning hours of the 18th was a distraction so that they could put her body over there. Or it was used as the time for that can put her body into the area there. She was not in that water that long. There's no way. She would have been seen by multiple people at multiple times. And not saw one picture of Nicola anywhere that morning at all, not even in the playground. Agreed. Absolutely. There isn't any. That's why.
Hello, that's Jimmy. I gotta take off, Dago. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you no, don't apologize. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. And here's why, Debbie. She never left that house. That's why. I believe that she never left that house. I think she went home that morning and never left again. I hate to say it like that, but that's my thought. And I'm not going to let go of that either. Until I have actual physical proof in front of me that happened, then I'm not going to let it go. And if somebody can show me proof that after she got home that morning that she left again, then I'll tell you I'm wrong till I'm blue in the face, and I'll apologize. But I don't believe I am. I do not believe I am. And I'll show you another reason why. Molly, do you have that picture? I know Mama Bear had it, but do you have that picture? Because I know I have it, but it's going to take me forever to find it. The one of her standing next to the Christmas tree. Did you have that too, Molly, or was that just Mama Bear? Because when I went over the CCTV footage and I showed you guys that I'm almost 97% sure, just like Mind Juice is, and it seems like quite a few other creators are at this point too, that it definitely wasn't Nikki that morning in that CCTV footage. That was Emma. Okay. And I broke down the facial structure for you guys. I showed you this, showed you that. Everything, we looked at it multiple times. It's definitely not Nicola. Okay. Thank you, Molly. I think my running theory, as I've said, I don't know how many times, it was said multiple times that Nicola went and spent the night at her parents' house the night before she went missing. That she came home in the morning, she picked up Willow and supposedly picked up Willow and the kids, and then she went off and did her thing. I don't think that's how that happened. I think that she may have came back. If she stayed at her parents' house, okay, I'll give it that. And then she came back, I believe. Okay. And for whatever the reason was that she left the night before, ensued and continued. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Debbie. And I think, and I'm going to show you why I think this here in a minute, as soon as I get this picture again. Hold on. I think whatever had happened the night before, which I still believe may have started 7 days before, or however many days it was, January 10th. Okay. That's when I think this all starts, in my opinion. It's January 10th. And it just kept going and going and going and going and brewing and going and whatever, day after day after day. Okay. That's what I think. And then, like I said, she left that night, the night before, went to her parents' house to cool down, to give time apart, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And then she came back that morning and it continued. And I think that it was finally, it reached its head. Okay. If you want to call it that. And I think that okay, that she was strangled. Because I don't think it's the first time that happened. And I have plenty. That's another good point, Debbie. Not one time did they hit on her scent at that river, anywhere near that river. She wasn't there until the 18th or very early in the 19th. Okay. As soon as I get that picture, I'll show you why I believe that this wasn't the first time that this happened. I just think it went too far this time. And now here we are. Because, first of all, Paul is 3 times the size of Nikki, okay? He's a big guy. He seems like he could be, irritated easily. And I'm sure he was. I don't believe that Nicola had any kind of problems with alcohol. In fact, I believe it might have been the other way around, because he had lost all of his businesses. He had lost pretty much everything. He had nothing but Nicola to support him, in my opinion, from what we've seen. We pulled up financial records and all of that. Okay. And I think that could have been what the arguments were about at some point, was finances. Okay. That seems to be the root of all evil in every relationship. Right. And she still wasn't there. See? Right. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Right there. That's what's worrying, is they brought in a top underwater detection dog 2 days before she was found, and she still wasn't there at that time. Where she was brought there that night. Thank you, Cece. Let me know when you sent it, Molly. Okay, thanks, hon. One second. I'm going to reopen this. Is it going to pop up here? There we go. Thank you, darling, so very much. Okay. I'm thinking this is probably the best one. Yeah. Let me blow this up. All right, guys. This is Christmas time of this year, right? It's blurry, but well, damn it. I had to blow it up. You'll be able to see what I'm showing you, for if nothing else. This is Christmas time of this past year, December, okay? The first thing I want you to see is the look on her face. This is probably one of the fakest smiles I've ever seen in my life. This is for the newer people in here. Most of you guys have seen this a couple times, okay? But look at the look on her face. It's the fakest smile I've ever seen. It's forced, right? Now, it's blurry right now. I'm sorry, but you'll still be able to see what I'm pointing at. Right here. Okay? Debbie and Essex. Right here is a bruise, okay? We have a clearer picture of this where I cleared it completely out, blew it up as far as I could. It's a bruise, guys, on the back of her neck, which is indicative, in my opinion, of strangulation or choking or squeezing somebody on their neck like this, okay? Abuse and violence. That's why she has this fake smile on her face, because she's not happy at all. And then push forward past, what is this? This is December. This is around Christmas. So sometime in December, we go to January 10th, where there was a domestic call to the home, okay? That they said, police out of their own mouths said there were no arrests made at that time, but it is still under investigation. This was after she went missing that was said. Why is it under investigation? If it was just a call that was cleared up and it's done and it's over with, okay, why? Okay, now, there's that. Now, let's move this one around and then pull this one up. That's a bruise on him, okay? Which could be her fighting back, being tired of being pushed around, and she finally hit back. And maybe that was her demise because you don't hit him back because, he probably went after her at that point. This is my thought, guys. This is all 100% alleged and all speculation. But these are just really kind of like, are you serious? Like, this doesn't look like anything else to me, okay? I didn't see Nicola on 10, only Ansel. Yeah. And I think that, well, this might be a no. You can't see it. Yeah. Yes. Thank you for this, by the way, Molly. Great job. There's the bruise there too on him, okay? He can call it whatever he wants to, but I see it as what it is. I'm sorry. And again, here, let's try this one. This is black and white. It might make it easier. Yeah, kind of. It's hard to blow it up, but you can clearly see that dark mark there, it's not her hair. It's not dirt because she's not dirty. It's a bruise. And it was either somebody grabbing from behind her and either shoving her or just squeezing her and being violent with her. So this is why I think that's what happened to her. Okay. Thank you so very much, Miss Molly, once again. Could be makeup to denote Masonic involvement. Very close. Very, very, very well could be. Dream big. Oh, let's see. That's very, very, very true, Molly. They don't. Wow, yes, I agree. The video with Nicola sliding in the snow shows how flat and suppressed she was. Believed, completely controlled and abused by partner. I absolutely do too. And he puts out that persona like he's, the top dog, like he's whatever. And don't forget, everybody, he's an actor. He's an actor. Okay. So it's not hard to act like you're upset about anything. Not at all. Don't forget, this is a bruise we are seeing after. Don't forget, this is a bruise we are seeing after studio makeup added. But you think that bruise is makeup? So you guys think that the bruise in that picture is makeup then? That's what you were saying? Welcome back, Kim. Oh, on him? The bruise on him is after makeup. Gotcha, yeah. And you can see it through the makeup. Right. I agree. No, I think what they're saying, Cece, is that there was studio makeup put on him for the interview, and that you can still see the bruise through the makeup. Right. Absolutely. Now I get what you guys are saying now. So yeah, 100%. Because any interview you do with any TV station, they put on foundation and stuff like that so that the lighting does not, glare out and stuff like that on your face, and to cover up any embellishments that may show up too. So obviously, okay. So that's where I'm at with this, guys. I'm not going to change my mind unless you can put physical proof in front of me, like I said, that there's something different that went on. I'm not going with it. Ansel knocked Dan off his bike. Okay. The only thing I'm trying to come to terms with, truthfully, is where she was kept until she was put back in the water that night. But at the same time, I showed that part of the river there, it backs right up to Emma's family's farm. So somebody very well could have driven to the very back part of that property, pulled off onto the road, and went into dumped the body in the river right there. Because that's what I think happened, to be honest with you. At 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, or 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning at some time. That's what I think happened. There's no way in God's green earth that woman was in that water for 23 days. There's no way. Okay. That's what we were saying, Debbie, was the red van, because that red van is on that property. We found that and showed that way long time ago on the one map that Molly had pulled up. So that's where I think this all goes to. Yeah, you can definitely see that one, Essex. Molly and Mama Bear found that, and we looked at that upside down, inside out, and determined it's got to be. It's a dark bruise, a deep dark bruise. So that was a hard squeeze. Like I said, if you look at him, he's a bigger guy. He's got bigger hands, and she was this tiny little thing. Okay, it wouldn't be hard to bruise somebody like that, and that's why her face. That is the fakest smile I've ever seen. She looks so unhappy in that picture. It's just sad. It's very sad. And I wish that the truth would just be told so that she could get true justice. Her kids, will have some kind of closure when they're old enough to understand. I've come to understand that, Essex, that the police don't want to know about anything. And I said the other day that I thought, maybe because it's too much work, they don't want to have to do all that work. It's easier just to say, yes, she fell in the water and boom. This may seem like an odd question, but is there pigs around Emma's and around the place Nicola was found? I don't know, hon. Does anybody over, Pam, you live in Lancashire area. Does anybody else know if there's maybe pig farms around that area, or if the farm itself, Emma's family farm, if there were pigs on that farm? Does anybody know that? And the other thing that was brought up too, kind of bugs me, which makes me think something else now, was that no local pig farms. Okay, so there's none on Marsh Farms or nothing like that then? Debbie says caravan people. I got you. Sick of never getting answers or wrong ones. Yes. Oh, I know, Kim. I know. Nothing. Okay. Well, there's your answer, Nikki. Molly. Sorry, wrong person. Where did Nikki go? She's not in here. That's my thought. Why did the coroner ask pathologist for further evaluation if not suspicious? Why are the police back down in that water? What are they looking for? What are they trying to prove? Are they trying to find something stable to back up their story that doesn't make any sense? Because you can't if it's not there. I believe that Marsh Hall Farm is a wedding venue. Okay, good deal. Molly says, okay, is there anywhere in the area there at all in the Lancashire area that has pigs at all that you guys know of? Pam says up top, no local pig farms, but dairy farms. Yes. And then she says, yes, but miles away. Okay. I would have thought that she would have to be kept in river water somewhere to be moved to more river. Not necessarily, transporter. She could have been kept in a freezer, but she could have been kept at that time. She could have been kept in an outside vehicle. It was cold enough outside because if I remember right, the night, was it, Pam, did you tell me that the night before she was found, it was what, like 30 degrees outside? Or, well, our temperature wise, it was 30 degrees Fahrenheit, I should put it. You guys still use this. I'm thinking Australia that goes backwards from us on Celsius. What's the pig link? That you can explain that, Molly dear. In a vehicle inside of a garage or barn. Right. If it's cold enough outside or a cold cellar, correct. But even if it's cold enough outside, you could very well get away with that. That's true too. If she has been moved after death, it will show at post-mortem. That's true. Nicola was the only person not to be wearing a hat. And it definitely will show how long her body's been in the water. And another big one is that post-mortem should show, well, will show if she actually drowned. And if she did, there will be water in her lungs as well as in her stomach. So if there is no water in her lungs or stomach, then she was deceased before she was put in the water. Okay. Yep. And there it is. Pam says it was bitter cold here from before she went missing until long after we had hard frosts. And that's my thought. She could have very well been kept in a van or in the trunk of a car or something as cold as it's been until they decided to put her in the water. And maybe that's what pushed them to want to put her in the water because it started warming up. Yep, you cannot dry drown that way. Nope, sure can't. All right, Molly's explaining the reason why the pigs are brought up was because the dream she had that we were talking about yesterday is that she could smell pigs, not cows, and pigs smell different to me. Got you. And they usually do because they're different animals, different atmosphere around them and all that. So that's my synopsis on this, guys. That's where I'm at with this 100%. And I don't see or feel anything about this that makes me think any different. Well, if she was put with pigs, then yes, they would eat her. But if she was just in an area where pigs were, you know, maybe if she was in a vehicle parked next to a barn that had pigs or something, that's probably where Molly might be getting that from. But we don't know that yet. And if there's none in that area, then she wasn't kept in that area based on Molly's dream. But, you know, she still could have been. It could be something that's overlapping with Molly too. And I feel very strongly about this too, you guys. I really do. Yeah, they would have eaten her 100% if she was put in with there. A lot of people actually use that option to get rid of bodies in some senses around here, guys. So that's happened a lot around here. So there it is, folks. Sorry, everybody. No, right. I don't know. Does anybody have anything else that they wanted to add to that, to what I had to say or what I was saying? Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, that's not going to happen. Very much so. Very much so, Essex. And that's what I've said from day one. The day that we first caught this story and brought it out, and they were saying, I think it was the superintendent came out and did the press conference, and they went directly into saying, as you saw, that she fell in the water. I said, no, she didn't. Mama Bear said, no, she didn't. And then we tried to think about, okay, well, we'll give them a benefit of the doubt and we'll see what they have and what they say and what we look at and so on and so forth and this and that. We gave it a week. No, she didn't. She did not go in that water until the day before they found her, in my opinion. There were too many people like us that were out walking around looking. They had police looking. They had local people looking. They had dog walkers that were looking. Had no somewhere. There was no way she was going to be at the bottom of the river. Okay. I have experience, guys. I'm a retired firefighter and paramedic. There was nothing there. She was not in that water. I've been on scenes multiple times with people doing removals of bodies from water. She would have been floating, guys. Even if she would have been, even after rigor mortis, any of that, her body would have floated. The only way she'd have been held down on that riverbed is if something was on top of her. That's it. That weighed more than her. What am I looking at down here, Debbie? 1, 2, 3, 4, side to side, up and down. I'm lost on that one, but okay. I really wish the police would do a full forensic screen of their houses. Sure, DNA would. I absolutely agree. That house, well, somebody made a point yesterday. I think Transporter said it yesterday. It's been a few months. So even if they went in now to Inskip and went through that house, it's been months. They cleaned the hell out of that house. You know they did. There's nothing there. Everything's been gotten rid of, and that's it. Average time is 3 weeks, I believe. Right. That's true. Everything else is circumstantial. That is true, Red. The only somewhat real evidence we have is that the dogs did not pick her up, and they should have. They very well should have if she was there. Over here, over there. Right. No, I got you. I get it now. So there it is, guys. And I'm telling you, come June, if Lancashire is doing what they're doing for whatever reason they're doing it, it's going to be ruled as misadventure come June. And we all know that sitting here. Okay. It's sad, but that's what's probably going to happen. If for some reason something happens to where they have to come out with it and they have to give us the truth, then no, it won't be. But that is what I think is going to happen. I think that they're going to say it was misadventure, and it's not. We know it's not, but if they're going to continue going the direction they're going, that's what I feel is going to happen. That's right. That's a great point. Very, very good point, Pamela. 100%. Oh, absolutely, Debbie. Absolutely. Clear cut. 100%. Definitely crime. Not an adventure. Not misadventure at all. Not an accident. Not whatever you want to call it. It was what it is. And we know that. But we shall see what they do. If they decide to do the right thing, then they'll do the right thing. That's all I can say. Molly, did we have any pictures of Willow that you know of? I don't have any here myself that I can think of, but do we have any pictures of the dog from on that day or within that day? Thank you, Molly. See what we can pull up here to see about this picture, Essex. I don't think you can see it in the CCTV footage because it's hard. The dog is back so far. It's hard to see because you can see where her head's turned and then down, and it's kind of hiding that part of the dog's body. What's up, Rowdy? All right, Red. I'm still here, folks. I'm just looking for stuff. Just bear with me. We have stuff, Debbie, that we saved because they take stuff down so often. Rowdy, that's Pamela. Polly Pepper is Pamela. She just changed her name. Okay, Molly. Let me see if I can find it too. I'm looking, guys. I'm looking. That's a good point, too, transporter. I can't find I can't find it, guys. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Just had an idea. One second. I agree, Essex, I do. I really think the clues are there, but we are not privy to them. The only way is digital mobile data. If the police wanted to look, but just heard, apparently Langs police have closed the case officially. You're kidding me. You are kidding me. Where are the results from? Yeah, but how are they going to close the case if they haven't even had the inquest yet? That doesn't make any sense. That will burn my ass so bad. You have no idea. It ain't closed. Oh no. Susan, Karen, and Sodden wrote to police directly and has replied to you. Replied to you in what sense, Essex? I.e. no homicide. Right there is your establishment. Masonic shutting it down. Very, very possible. So they're gonna label it misadventure, aren't they? Disgusting. Abduction and murder. I don't. I don't. Nope. Or what was a post that was responded to you online? %. 100%. Are you said or sad? Hacked. It's got to be. I don't believe it. The police now just leaving to the corner. That's disgusting. PA post. I don't know what that is. That's definitely a better picture there. Here, let me show you. I found the bigger one, the better picture. It was cleaned up more. Her by the Christmas tree to show you guys. Now you can very clearly see that. And you can tell the smile on her face was fake too. That's a big old deep bruise. That's sad because she was such a pretty lady. She could have done so much better than him. And did not deserve any of this. At all. It's not closed. More like pink. For now, the coroner can't bring criminal charges. Police do that, right? Enter covert expert Rebecca Smith, your favorite. Dago. Would WPP be a serious contender to theorize? What do you mean by that? What do you mean dream big as far as WPP? No problem, Pam. There is skin below too, so not shade. Right, yeah. That's how we did it, was by looking at that. It's not her hair. It's not shadows because of the lighting. It's definitely a bruise, period. Witness protection program. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree, Debbie. She was natural beauty. Why would what do you mean by the witness protection program, though, Dream? Explain that a little bit, if you wouldn't mind. I'm a little lost. You give your dogs tea, Pam? That's awesome. Oh, okay. That's what she does, is the witness. Yeah, she does quite a few things, actually, which, again, in turn, says something else, that she's okay. And I said this yesterday in the beginning of what I was saying. Becky Smith is too overqualified as a detective to be doing what she's doing here. Okay. Period. I mean, if there was no criminal aspect to this case, why is she even involved? You're absolutely right, Sherry. This is no different than Kylie Rodney or Deborah Collier. Nothing we can do about it. 100%. And it seems like these are the cases. Those are the types of cases that get to me, as they have, each one of them. You obviously have not been following all character parts. Oh no, well, I kind of watched some of it. I didn't catch on to that part of it, Dream, but I was listening to what she does, per se. It's just, like I said, she's way too overqualified for this type of a case. So it reads to something else, is what I was trying to say. Cocaine Bear. Yeah, you're right. Did you guys see there's a new movie coming out called Cocaine Shark? Yep. People are getting bored. Can't come up with good movies. So does anybody else have anything else they want to add to this today? Anything else you want to put in on it? Any thoughts, theories, opinions about anything? You're never be judged in here for what you think or want to talk about. It goes with it. Yes, absolutely, Cece. Like I said yesterday, perhaps she was the duty. Yeah. Well, and I get that, Pam. I do. How long have you been as sensitive? As far as what, Pink? Joins a lot of dots for me. Okay. Corruption. Yeah, oh, yeah. I'll go with that. I honestly think the public might serve up their own punishment if this gets played down at inquest. Already, people from social media have been in lengths, angry and damaging properties. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and here's the thing. Watch for Ansel. If he doesn't get charged with something, if he doesn't get put into the spotlight, and they rule this misadventure or something, watch for him to disappear. I guarantee you he leaves. I promise you he's going to disappear. I'm really not. My wife is, Pink. I'm a paranormal investigator, but I don't have, at least I don't think I have, the sensitive qualities. My wife definitely does, though. I've always been a skeptic, which is why I started doing that stuff. I think they should do to them what was done to Nikki. That's my opinion. But I have a feeling that over there, oh, I do. 3 of you guys have said that to me now. I don't get it, but okay. That was said to me over in Dustin's channel too. I don't see it, or I don't get it. I know my wife does. think Mr. Caden's home from school. Hold on. Be right back, folks. Give me 1 second. Sorry, folks. No, not me. I'm an investigator. My wife is definitely a sensitive, but I might be. I've always been a skeptic about that kind of stuff, so I don't pay attention to it. Either way, Sam Beckett. Emma Land. Did she change her name too? Very interesting. This whole thing.
I turned on the stove.
No, that's not how you heat that up.
What?
You can't heat up the whole pot. You heat up bowls in the microwave.
I'm trying to go to the bathroom.
Jeez, teenagers, I swear. Well, he won't be in Skip anymore. I'll put it that way. He'll just go somewhere and hide.
Grandma.
Mm-hmm. So did he change his name back on that? I heard. Sounds good. I couldn't tell you, Essex. I've never heard of it brought out that way at all. I've never heard any kind of a criminal aspect being put onto this at all, so I couldn't tell you that. Yeah. Thank you, Heather, very much. These aren't the pictures with the dog in the back, but these were the pictures I was saying that proves that this is Emma and not Nikki, as we can all see. Okay, Debbie. Someone hacked Paul Ansel's phone pictures, not family either. Interesting. In one way, it would all fit if she went into witness protection, gone into thin air, the way they pulled her out the river and gone, plus other things, but it would have to be a hell of a kink. Also, that would make sense as far as the fact that there's no autopsy back yet or post-mortem back yet or anything like that. That would make quite a bit of sense. Yes, the way things are being smothered over in Becky's involvement. Yeah, that definitely could make some sense, I'll be honest. Very much so. Oh, wow. Wow. This was given to me February 19th. This is something. I think I showed this. All right, Molly, 1 second, hon. This is not speculation. This is facts that the police are holding back from the public. I know someone close to this home, and it's going around what he was doing behind closed doors. Police are hiding this information from the public. Maybe people need to look closer to home. From what I've heard, this guy was knocking his partner around in the house and in front of garden, caught on the Ring doorbell before you come out playing the victim game. Maybe she ran away from the abuse you was causing her. These are facts from local neighbors. How about that? Imagine that. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Is anybody at all? Not me. Okay, Molly, hold on, babe. Let me get back up there. Here we go. Did you send me something different, Molly? Maybe it didn't go through yet. Ah, there we go. Thank you, Molly, dear. I don't know if we'll be able to see the dog or not, but not that way. Hold on. Let me see if I can make it bigger in a different way. No, you can't tell. You can't see. Leave them alone. Name tied to the drug gang knocking Nicola Bulley about WP pay. That can make sense. That can definitely make sense. I saw it, Molly, but I can't see it, if you know what I'm saying. I can't get the picture to blow up anymore. And this one doesn't have it. Hold on. The one with the three of them together in it, it doesn't blow up. The only other one, oh wait. Very hard to see. You can't really see anything. Very hard to see. There's nothing. Damn it. Thank you, though, very much, Molly. I tried. Oh, well. All right, guys. Well, if nobody has anything else, I think that's probably going to do it for today. Oh, okay. Hold on one moment. Can't see it. Still no. It's the best I can get it right here. If you look right here, you can see Willow, but you can't see whether or not what's going on with her chain or anything. So thank you for trying, Molly. If nothing else, I appreciate you. So like I was saying, guys, I think it's probably going to do it for today. We've been going for a while now. So yeah, if nobody else has anything else to add to it, there won't be nothing else. I appreciate you guys so very much. I hope he does. I hope he ends up in jail for the rest of his life. I really do. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. I do appreciate you guys. I love you guys to death. Newer people that jumped in, you guys are so very much appreciated. I appreciate you guys so much for supporting the channel like that and jumping in here. I appreciate your insight and very informative. Definitely helpful. It is a shame. But like I said, that's where my theory lays. And if anything new comes from about because of it, I will definitely be all over it. So you guys having a very, very, very amazing rest of your day. Love you guys to death, and I will see you all so very soon. You have a great one, folks. Bye-bye.